My dearest son, my beloved daughter, I see you at this very moment. Yes, you who are listening to these words now. I see every tear you have shed, every night you have spent awake thinking about how you will solve your problems. I see the weight you carry on your shoulders, that burden that seems so heavy that sometimes you can't even breathe properly. I see all of this, and I want you to know that you are not alone on this journey. There are so many people around you who pretend not to see your pain, who walk past you as if nothing is happening. But I'm not like that. I'm different. I see every detail of your life, every moment of despair, every instant you thought about giving up. And even seeing all of that, even knowing every weakness you have, every mistake you've made, I still love you with a love that transcends any human understanding. Do you know that feeling of being lost, of not knowing where to go, of having no one to talk to? I know that feeling because I see millions of people going through it every day. But let me tell you something that can completely change your perspective right now. You were chosen to hear these words. It wasn't a coincidence that you're here now. It wasn't by chance. You were guided here because there's something very important I need to tell you. Your life is not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are not a forgotten person in the universe. You are my son. You are my daughter. And you have a much greater purpose than you imagine. Everything you are going through right now, all this difficulty, all this struggle, all of it has a profound meaning. Nothing is in vain in my presence. I understand that you're tired of fighting, tired of waiting, tired of believing in promises that never seem to come true. But let me tell you that this is exactly the moment when you need to keep the faith. This is the moment when everything will change. This is the moment when you will stop being just a spectator of your own life and become the protagonist of a story of transformation and miracle. You deserve to be happy. You deserve peace. You deserve abundance. You deserve everything your heart desires. And not because you are perfect, not because you have never made mistakes, but because you are my son, you are my daughter, and I have an unconditional love for you that doesn't depend on anything you do or don't do. So right now, I want you to take a deep breath and let these words penetrate your heart. Let them touch that part of you that is hurting, that is tired, that is desperate for a word of hope. Because that word is here now. That hope is here now. And it's for you. If you feel these words have touched your heart, comment now and share with me what you are feeling right now. Now I want you to understand something very important. There will be a before and after in your life. Yes, you heard right. There will be an exact moment when everything will change. I'm not talking about a small change, an adjustment here and there. I'm talking about a complete, radical transformation that will affect every aspect of your existence. You will look back and you won't recognize the person you were before hearing these words. Do you know that dream you've kept deep in your heart? That dream you almost gave up on? That dream you don't even talk about anymore because you're afraid of being ridiculed? Well, that dream hasn't died. It's alive inside you, waiting for the right moment to blossom. And that moment is coming. In fact, it has already begun. I see people around you living mediocre lives lives without purpose, lives where they wake up every day doing the same thing, hoping something will magically change. But you won't be like that. You were chosen for something different. You were chosen to live a life of abundance, of purpose, of profound meaning. You were chosen to be a living example that it's possible to step out of the darkness and into the light. Think about it for a moment. Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that everything has changed. Imagine having peace in your heart, financial security, healthy relationships, perfect health, a clear purpose. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing a transformed person, a person who finally believes in themselves, a person who knows they are capable of achieving everything they desire. This is not a fantasy. This is the reality I am preparing for you at this very moment. You will undergo such a profound transformation that the people around you will notice. They will ask, "What happened to you?" They will want to know your secret. And you will be able to tell them about this moment, about these words, about how you decided to believe when everything seemed impossible. And when you tell them, other people will also want to experience this same transformation. Because here's the secret that few understand. When you receive a blessing, when you experience a transformation, when you live a miracle, you can't keep it to yourself. It needs to be shared. It needs to be spread. Because the blessing you receive multiplies when you share it with others. That's how the spiritual realm works. That's how the law of abundance works. So let me be clear with you. You are not here by chance. You are not hearing these words by coincidence. You are here because you have been chosen to be an instrument of transformation, not only in your life, but in the lives of others as well. You will receive blessings, yes, but you will also be a channel through which other people will receive their blessings. This is the promise I make to you now. There will be transformation. There will be hope. There will be change. And all of this will begin from the moment you decide to believe, from the moment you decide to share this message with those you love. Share this message with someone you love and see how transformation begins to happen in that person's life as well. Now comes the most important moment, the moment when you need to make a decision. Not an ordinary decision, not a decision you can postpone. A decision that will determine the course of your life from now on. Will you believe or will you doubt? Will you receive or will you reject? Will you open your heart to infinite possibilities or will you remain closed in your fear? Let me tell you something that is absolutely true. Faith is not something you feel first and then believe. Faith is something you choose to believe first, and then you feel. You need to make an act of will now. You need to decide that you will believe these words, that you will believe that there is a transformation coming your way, that you will believe that you deserve to receive everything that I am offering you. Because here is the truth that many people don't understand. I have already prepared everything for you. I have already opened the doors. I have already placed the blessings in your path. But you need to be willing to receive. You need to open your hands and your heart to receive what I am offering. Because it's no use me offering if you are not willing to receive. It's like me offering water to someone who is dying of thirst, but that person refuses because they are afraid the water isn't real. So right now, I want you to do something very simple, but very powerful. I want you to take a deep breath and tell yourself that you believe. Believe that there is hope. Believe that there is transformation. Believe that abundance is coming your way. Believe that you are not alone. Believe that you are loved. Believe that you are worthy of receiving the best. Because when you believe, you open a spiritual portal. When you believe, you attune yourself to the forces of the universe that work in your favor. When you believe, you become a magnet for blessings. When you believe, you stop being a victim of circumstances and become a creator of your own reality. I see so many people who are so close to the blessing, so close to the miracle, but they don't receive it because they don't believe. They're afraid. They think they don't deserve it. They think it's too good to be true. But you won't be like that. You'll be different. You will believe. You will receive. And let me tell you something else. When you receive, when you experience this transformation, when you live this miracle, you will want other people to experience it too. You will want your friends, your family, the people you love to also receive these blessings. And that is why I want you to stay connected with me, that you continue listening to these words, that you continue receiving these messages of hope and transformation. Because this is not a one-off message. This is an ongoing journey. This is a walk you will take with me, day after day, receiving new revelations, new promises, new blessings. And each day you will become stronger, more confident, more aligned with your purpose. So right now, at this very moment, I invite you to do two very simple things. First, show that you believe by liking this message. Second, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a single word I have for you. Like now and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving these messages of transformation and abundance every day. You know, for thousands of years, I have been speaking to humanity through my word. It is not an ordinary word. It is not a word that comes from men. It is a word that has power, that has authority, that has the capacity to completely transform lives. This word does not fail. This word does not lie. This word is the foundation of everything that exists, of everything that you see, of everything that you feel. When you open the scriptures, when you read those ancient words that were written centuries ago, you are not just reading stories. You are coming into contact with eternal truth. You are connecting with the same force that created the universe, that moved mountains, that transformed ordinary people into heroes of faith. That is the word I am sharing with you now. Many people try to find answers in the wrong places. They look in self-help books, in human philosophies, in theories that change every year. But the truth is that the answer you seek is already there, in the scriptures, waiting for you. Because I have put everything you need to know in that word. I have put promises of abundance. I have put promises of protection. I have put promises of purpose. I have put promises of unconditional love. The word I speak is not merely for comfort. It is not simply to make you feel good for a moment. The word I speak is alive. It works. It acts. It transforms. When you believe in the word, when you put it into practice, when you declare it aloud, you are activating a power that transcends human understanding. You are setting in motion the invisible forces of the spiritual universe. Have you ever stopped to think about how things work? How does a seed become a tree? How does a child become an adult? How does a dream come true? All of this works through a process. And that process begins with the word. The Word is like a seed that you plant in the soil of your heart. And when you water it with faith, when you nourish it with belief, when you protect it from skepticism and doubt, it grows and becomes a leafy tree that produces abundant fruit. I see people who know the Word, who read the Word, but who don't believe in the Word. They read and then doubt. They read and then think it's too good to be true. They read and then continue living as if nothing has changed. But you won't be like that. You will be different. You will read these words and you will believe. You will read and you will let them penetrate your being. Let them transform your mind. Let them renew your spirit. Because here is the secret that few understand. The Word is not just information. The Word is transformation. The Word is power. The Word is life. When you connect with the Word, you connect with me. When you believe in the Word, you believe in me. When you live the Word, you live in communion with me. And this communion is what will change everything in your life. This connection is what will open the doors that are closed. This relationship is what will bring the blessings you so desire. Because when you are connected to me through my Word, you are connected to the source of all abundance, all wisdom, all transformation. So let the Word work in you now. Let it penetrate your heart. Let it transform your mind. Let it renew your spirit. Because the Word you are hearing now is alive and powerful, and it is here specifically for you. Now, I want to talk to you about something that is at the heart of all my Word. Something that I constantly repeat throughout the Scriptures. Something that is so important that I cannot let you go through this life without fully understanding it. I am talking about abundance. I am talking about prosperity. I am talking about wealth that is not only material, but also spiritual, emotional, physical, and financial. You know, there's a lie that's been circulating in the world for a long time. The lie that poverty is a virtue. The lie that suffering is noble. The lie that you always need to be in hardship to be a good person, to be a spiritual person. But let me tell you something very clearly. That's a lie from hell. That's a distortion of the truth. Because I never wanted my children to suffer. I never wanted my children to live in scarcity. I never wanted my children to go hungry, cold, or in despair. When I created the world, I created a world of abundance. I created a world where there is more than enough for everyone. I created a world where trees bear fruit, where the earth produces harvests, where there is wealth in every form. And all of this I created for you. All of this I placed at your disposal. Because you are my son, you are my daughter, and I want you to live a life of abundance, not scarcity. In the Scriptures, I promised abundance to those who follow me. I promised that whoever seeks me with all their heart will find. I promised that whoever knocks will have the door opened. I promised that whoever asks will receive. These are not empty promises. These are promises I make with all seriousness, with all authority, with all the power I possess. And let me tell you something else. The abundance I promise is not just for a select few. It's not just for those born rich. It's not just for those with powerful connections. The abundance I promise is for all who believe. It's for all who seek me. It's for all who open their hearts to receive. Do you know the secret to abundance? The secret is believing you deserve it. The secret is believing you are worthy of receiving it. The secret is believing there is no limit to what you can have, to what you can be, to what you can do. Because when you believe you deserve abundance, you tune into the energy of abundance. You become a magnet for blessings. You attract to your life everything you believe you deserve. But there is something even deeper. There is a sacred number that represents this infinite abundance. A number that appears in Scripture as a symbol of perfection, of completeness, of divine blessing. That number is 7. And when you multiply 7 by 7 by 7 by 7, you arrive at 7,777. 7,777. That is the number of infinite abundance. That is the number that represents limitless blessing. That is the number I am placing in your heart now. When you declare this number, when you write it down, when you share it, you are activating a spiritual power. You are declaring that you believe in infinite abundance. You are declaring that you are open to receiving limitless blessings. You are declaring that you are worthy of total prosperity. Because here's the truth I want you to deeply understand. Abundance is not something you will receive in the distant future. Abundance is something that begins now. It begins the moment you decide to believe. It begins the moment you decide you deserve it. It begins the moment you decide you will receive it. Much money will come to you. It will come in ways you don't expect. It will come from sources you can't imagine. It will come in quantities that will surprise you. Because I am a God of abundance, and I want you to live in abundance. I want you to have more than enough. I want you to have so much that you can share it with others. I want you to be a channel of blessing to those around you. And it all begins with a declaration of faith, a declaration that you believe, a declaration that you deserve it, a declaration of the sacred number that represents the infinite abundance that I am pouring upon you now. Comment 7,777 or simply 7,777 and declare that you believe in the infinite abundance that God is pouring into your life. Let me tell you something that is absolutely fundamental for you to understand right now. You are never alone. Never. Not when you are in the dark. Not when you are afraid. Not when you are desperate. Not when you are surrounded by people who don't understand you. You are never alone because I am always with you. I am here now. I am here when you wake up. I am here when you sleep. I am here in every moment of your life. You know, there are people who spend their whole lives searching for something to complete them. They search for it in relationships. They search for it in money. They search for it in fame. They search for it in power. But they never find it because they're looking in the wrong place. They're looking outside when what they're looking for is inside. What they're looking for is my presence. It's my companionship. It's my protection. Because when you feel my presence, when you know I am with you, everything changes. Fear disappears. Anxiety dissolves. Doubt transforms into certainty. Because you are no longer alone facing life's challenges. You are with someone who is stronger than any obstacle. You are with someone who has power over all things. You are with me. And let me tell you something that will bring you profound peace. I am not just passively with you. I am not just observing from afar. I am actively working in your life. I am opening doors. I am closing doors that are not good for you. I am guiding your steps. I am protecting you from dangers you don't even know exist. I am preparing the way for you. I am working behind the scenes so that everything works in your favor. Have you ever stopped to think about how many times you were protected without even realizing it? How many times did you narrowly escape an accident? How many times did a potentially disastrous situation turn into something good? How many times did you receive an opportunity at the exact moment you needed it? All of this is not a coincidence. All of this is my hand working in your life. All of this is my constant presence protecting and guiding you. And this protection isn't just physical. I also protect your heart. I protect your mind. I protect your soul. I protect you from destructive thoughts. I protect you from people who want to harm you. I protect you from negative energies. I protect you from everything that isn't good for you. Because you are precious to me. You are valuable. You are important. So right now, I want you to feel my presence. I want you to know deep in your heart that you are not alone, that you are protected, that you are being cared for, that you are being loved, that you are being guided. Because all of this is true. All of this is real. All of this is happening now. And when you feel this, when you truly believe it, you want to share it with other people. You want other people to feel this presence too. You want other people to know that they are not alone. You want other people to experience this protection, this love, this security that I am offering. Because my presence is not just for you. My presence is for all those who believe. My presence is for all those who seek me. My presence is for all those who open their hearts to receive me. Share this message with someone you love so that they too may feel my constant presence in their life. I see you. I see every tear you've shed. I see every night you've spent awake, thinking, worried, desperate. I see every moment you felt you couldn't go on. I see every time you pretended to be okay when your heart was actually broken. I see all of that, and I want you to know that none of it went unnoticed by me. You know, there are people around you who don't understand what you're going through. They see you from the outside and think everything is fine. They don't see the inner struggle. They don't see the weight you carry. They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see the despair you feel when you're alone. But I see. I see everything. And I want you to know that your suffering is not invisible to me. Your suffering matters. Your pain matters. You matter. There is pain that comes from loss. Loss of people you loved. Loss of opportunities you hoped for. Loss of dreams you believed would come true. I see that pain. I feel that pain with you. Because when you suffer, I suffer too. Because you are my son, you are my daughter, and your suffering is my suffering. There is pain that comes from rejection. Rejection from people you loved. Rejection from groups you wanted to be a part of. Rejection of opportunities you desired. I see that pain too. I see how it makes you question your worth. I see how it makes you doubt yourself. But let me tell you something perfectly. You are not rejected by me. You are accepted. You are loved. You are valued. There is pain that comes from failure. Failure in projects you attempted. Failure in relationships you invested in. Failure in goals you set for yourself. I see that pain. I see how it discourages you. I see how it makes you question your capabilities. But let me tell you that failure doesn't define you. Failure is just a step on the path to success. Failure is an opportunity to learn. Failure is a chance to grow. There is pain that comes from loneliness. Loneliness even when you are surrounded by people. Loneliness of not being understood. Loneliness of having no one to count on. Loneliness of carrying your burdens alone. I see that pain. I feel that pain with you. But let me tell you that you are never truly alone. Because I am here. I am always here. You can count on me. You can confide in me. You can share your burdens with me. There is pain that comes from fear. Fear of the future. Fear of not succeeding. Fear of not being good enough. Fear that things will never get better. Fear that you are destined to suffer forever. I see that fear. I understand that fear. But let me tell you that fear is a lie. Fear is an illusion. Fear is a tool of the enemy to keep you trapped. But you don't have to live in fear. You can live in faith. There is pain that comes from guilt. Guilt for things you did. Guilt for things you didn't do. Guilt for not being the person you wanted to be. Guilt for disappointing people you love. I see that guilt. I see how it eats you up inside. But let me tell you something very important. You are forgiven. You are absolved. You are free from that guilt. Because I don't hold grudges. I don't hold resentment. I forgive completely. There is pain that comes from injustice. Injustice from situations you didn't deserve. Injustice from people who treated you badly. Injustice from a world that seems unfair. I see this injustice. I see how it embitters you. I see how it angers you. But let me tell you that justice will come. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. But it will come. Because I am a just God. And everything that has been done unjustly will be righted. So right now, I want you to know that your pain is valid. Your pain is real. Your pain is important. And most importantly, your pain is not the end of the story. Your pain is just one chapter. There are many more chapters to be written. There is much joy yet to be experienced. There is much healing yet to happen. And it all begins when you recognize that you are not alone, that you are being seen, that you are being loved, that you are being cared for, that you are being guided towards a better future. Like this message if you feel seen and loved, and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving validation and hope every day. Do you know what true compassion is? It's not just feeling sorry for someone. It's not just having sympathy. True compassion is suffering together. It's crying together. It's being present in someone's suffering and saying that you won't leave that person alone. True compassion is love in action. And that's what I feel for you at this very moment. When I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. I don't see your weaknesses. I don't see what you did wrong. I see you. I see the essence of who you are. I see the potential that exists within you. I see the beauty of your soul. I see someone who deserves to be loved, who deserves to be cared for, who deserves to be valued. And let me tell you something that can completely change the way you see yourself. You don't need to do anything to be loved by me. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be successful. You don't need to have money. You don't need the approval of other people. You don't need to be anything other than what you already are to be loved by me. Because my love is not based on performance. My love is not based on merit. My love is unconditional. Do you understand what unconditional means? It means there are no conditions. It means that no matter what you do, no matter what you fail to do, no matter what happens, my love for you remains the same. My love for you is eternal. My love for you is infinite. My love for you cannot be shaken by anything. There are people in your life who love you conditionally. They love you as long as you do what they want. They love you as long as you meet their expectations. They love you as long as you are useful to them. But when you fail, when you disappoint, when you are no longer useful, they walk away. They reject you. They abandon you. But I am not like that. I am different. Because my love is like sunlight. Sunlight doesn't choose who it shines on. Sunlight shines on everyone. Sunlight doesn't love you more when you're happy and love you less when you're sad. Sunlight is always there, always shining, always warming. And my love is like that. My love is always here, always present, always warming your heart. And let me tell you something even deeper. My love for you is so great that I am willing to suffer for you. I am willing to carry your burdens. I am willing to take upon myself what you cannot carry alone. Because when you suffer, I suffer. When you cry, I cry. When you are desperate, I am desperate to help you. Do you know the difference between my love and human love? Human. Love is limited. Human love has limits. Human love can run out. But my love is limitless. My love has no limits. My love never runs out. No matter how many times you disappoint me, no matter how many times you reject me, no matter how many times you walk away, my love for you remains the same. Always ready to welcome you, always ready to embrace you, always ready to forgive you. And this compassion I feel for you isn't just a passing feeling, it's an active compassion. It's a compassion that works. It's a compassion that acts. Because when I feel compassion for you, I do something about it. I open doors. I create opportunities. I guide your steps. I protect you. I work behind the scenes to make everything work in your favor. So let me be very clear with you right now. You are loved. You are loved unconditionally. You are loved completely. You are loved eternally. There is nothing you can do to increase that love. There is nothing you can do to diminish that love. You are loved simply because you exist. You are loved because you are my son. You are my daughter. And when you truly believe it, when you truly feel it deep in your heart, everything changes. You stop living in fear. You stop living in guilt. You stop living in shame. You begin to live in confidence. You begin to live in peace. You begin to live knowing that you are loved, that you are cared for, that you are protected. Because that is the power of unconditional love. That is the power of divine compassion. That is the power of knowing that you are loved not for what you do, but simply for who you are. Let me tell you something that will bring profound peace to your heart. You will never be alone. Never. Not in the darkest moments. Not in the most difficult moments. Not in the moments when you feel you can't go on anymore. You will never be alone because I am always with you. I am here now. I am here tomorrow. I am here forever. You know, there's a terrible feeling that many people experience. The feeling of being completely alone in the world. The feeling that nobody really understands. The feeling that nobody really cares. The feeling that you're carrying your burdens completely alone. But let me tell you that this feeling is a lie, because you are not alone. You have never been alone, and you will never be alone, because I am here. I am here in the moments when you are happy. I am here in the moments when you are sad. I am here in the moments when you are afraid. I am here in the moments when you are desperate. I am here in every moment of your life. I am like a constant presence that never abandons you. I am like a friend who is always by your side. I am like a protector who never sleeps. And let me tell you something else. It's not just me who's with you. There's a whole community of people going through the same thing as you. There are people feeling the same pain you're feeling. There are people facing the same challenges you're facing. There are people seeking the same hope you're seeking. And when you connect with these people, when you share your stories, when you support each other, you realize you're not alone. You realize there's a community of people who understand you, who support you, who love you. Because here's the secret that few understand. When you share your suffering with others, when you allow others to see your vulnerability, when you open yourself up to receive support, you don't become weaker, you become stronger. Because you realize you don't have to carry everything alone. You realize there are people willing to help. You realize there is strength in community. And I'm working to bring these people into your life. I'm guiding people who will understand you. I'm bringing people who will support you. I'm placing people in your path who will love and care for you. Because you deserve to have people around you who love you. You deserve to have a supportive community. You deserve not to be alone. But in the meantime, while these people are arriving, I want you to know that you can count on me. You can talk to me. You can vent to me. You can share your fears with me. You can share your doubts with me. You can share everything with me. Because I'm here to listen. I'm here to understand. I'm here to support you. And when you talk to me, when you share with me, when you open up to me, something magical happens. You feel relief. You feel peace. You feel that the weight you were carrying has become lighter. Because when you share a burden, the burden becomes smaller. When you share a pain, the pain becomes smaller. When you share a fear, the fear becomes smaller. So right now, I want you to know with absolute certainty that you are not alone. You are being seen. You are being heard. You are being loved. You are being cared for. You are being protected. You are being guided. All of this is happening now. All of this is real. All of this is true. And when you truly believe it, when you truly feel it, when you truly internalize this truth, you change. You stop living in fear. You stop living in anxiety. You stop living in despair. You begin to live with confidence. You begin to live in peace. You begin to live knowing that you are not alone. Because this is the security I'm offering you. This is the promise I'm making. You will never be alone. You will always have someone by your side. You will always have support. You will always have love. You will always have hope. Because I am here. And I will never leave you. Like this video if you feel you are no longer alone and that you are being loved unconditionally. Now the moment has arrived. The moment when everything changes. The moment when you cease to be who you were and become who you were destined to be. I am declaring now, at this very instant, that a radical change is happening in your life. It's not a small change. It's not a change that will take years to manifest. It's a change that begins now. A change that you will feel. A change that the people around you will notice. Do you know the difference between a person who changes and a person who doesn't change? The difference is a decision. A decision that you will no longer live the way you were living. A decision that you will no longer accept what you were accepting. A decision that you will stand up and claim what is rightfully yours. And that decision, that is the decision you are making now. Because up until this moment, you were living a life that perhaps wasn't exactly the one you dreamed of. A life that was perhaps full of compromises, sacrifices, and renunciations. A life where you put others first and yourself last. A life where you believed you didn't deserve more. A life where you had accepted less than you truly deserved. But all of that is about to change, because I am declaring a radical transformation in your life. I am declaring that you will no longer live like this. You will no longer accept crumbs when you deserve the whole feast. You will no longer stay in the background when you should be on stage. You will no longer live the life that other people want for you, when you should be living the life you want for yourself. This transformation begins from the inside out. It begins with a change in how you see yourself. It begins with you recognizing your own worth. It begins with you understanding that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are deserving, that you are important, that you matter. Because when you change how you see yourself, you change how you act. And when you change how you act, you change the results you get. So, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine waking up tomorrow and feeling a confidence you've never felt before. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing a transformed person. A person who believes in themselves. A person who knows they are capable. A person who is no longer afraid. A person who is ready to conquer the world. Imagine going to work and people noticing a difference in you. Imagine speaking with more confidence. Imagine making decisions with more assurance. Imagine no longer accepting disrespect. Imagine setting healthy boundaries. Imagine being respected. Imagine being valued. Imagine yourself in your personal relationships and witnessing a transformation. Imagine yourself loving more deeply because you love yourself first. Imagine yourself receiving love because you know you deserve it. Imagine yourself in healthy relationships where there is mutual respect. Imagine yourself surrounded by people who uplift you, who support you, who genuinely love you. Imagine looking at your finances and seeing abundance. Imagine having enough money not just to survive, but to live well. Imagine having financial security. Imagine being able to help others. Imagine living without the anxiety of money. Imagine having financial freedom. Imagine looking at your health and seeing vitality. Imagine feeling good in your body. Imagine having the energy to do the things you love. Imagine living without pain. Imagine living in perfect health. Imagine looking at your purpose and seeing clarity. Imagine knowing exactly why you are here. Imagine living a life with meaning. Imagine making a difference in the world. Imagine leaving a legacy. All of this is not a fantasy. All of this is not an impossible dream. All of this is the reality that I am creating for you right now. Because when I declare something, it happens. When I speak something, it manifests. When I promise something, it comes to pass. So right now, I am declaring with all the authority I possess that a radical transformation is happening in your life. You will no longer be the same person. You will no longer live the same life. You will no longer have the same results. Because you are changing. You are transforming. You are becoming what you were destined to be. And this transformation isn't just for you. This transformation will affect everyone around you. Because when you change, when you transform, when you become better, you inspire other people to change too. You become a living example that it's possible. You become proof that transformation is real. Share this transformative statement with someone you love, and be the catalyst for radical change in that person's life as well. Do you know what a new beginning means? It's not just turning the page. It's not just forgetting the past. A new beginning is when you let go of what was and allow something new to be born. It's when you allow yourself to be different. It's when you allow yourself to be better. It's when you allow yourself to be free. And that's what I'm offering you now, a new beginning, a chance to start from scratch, a chance to leave behind everything that held you back, everything that limited you, everything that made you believe you weren't capable, everything that made you live a life less than you deserved. Because here is the truth that few understand. The past does not define the future. What you did yesterday does not determine what you will do tomorrow. The mistakes you made are not a life sentence. The failures you had are not a permanent mark. You have the power to start over. You have the power to reinvent yourself. You have the power to transform yourself. And I'm here to tell you that this new beginning starts now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Now, at this very moment. Because the perfect time to start is always now. The perfect time to change is always now. The perfect time to transform is always now. So let me show you what this new beginning will look like. It will look like waking from a long sleep. It will look like stepping out of darkness and into bright light. It will look like breathing fresh air after being in a stuffy place. It will look like freedom. It will look like hope. It will look like life. Because when you have a fresh start, when you allow yourself to begin again, you stop carrying the weight of the past. You stop living with guilt. You stop living with shame. You stop living with remorse. You begin to live lightly. You begin to live with joy. You begin to live with hope. And this renewal isn't just emotional. It's also spiritual. It's also physical. It's also mental. It's a complete renewal of your being. Because when you have a fresh start, you allow yourself to think differently. You allow yourself to act differently. You allow yourself to be different. And when you change inside, everything around you changes too. You know, there are people who try to start over, but they carry the past with them. They try to change, but they still think the same way. They try to transform themselves, but they still believe in the same limitations. And that's why they can't really start over. Because they haven't let the past die. They haven't allowed something new to be born. But you will be different. You will truly leave the past behind. You will truly allow something new to be born within you. You will truly start over. And when you do that, when you truly allow yourself to start over, you will experience a transformation that will change your life forever. Because this new beginning that I'm offering isn't just a chance. It's a promise. It's a guarantee. It's a certainty. Because when I promise a new beginning, I'm not talking about something that may or may not happen. I'm talking about something that will happen. Because I have the power to do it. I have the authority to do it. I have the will to do it. And let me tell you something else. This new beginning isn't just for you. This new beginning is for everyone who believes. Everyone who opens themselves to receive. Everyone who is willing to let the past die and allow something new to be born. Because when you have a new beginning, when you transform yourself, when you renew yourself, you become a living example for other people. You become proof that it's possible. You become an inspiration. And when other people see you living this renewed life, when other people see you being happy, when other people see you being free, they also want to experience that. They also want to start over. They also want to renew themselves. And that's why I want you to stay connected with me. Because this new beginning isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. It's a journey you'll take with me, day after day, renewing your mind, renewing your heart, renewing your spirit. And each day you will become stronger, more confident, more transformed. Because here's the secret. A new beginning isn't something that happens once and then ends. A new beginning is something you live every day. Every day you have the opportunity to start over. Every day you have the opportunity to renew yourself. Every day you have the opportunity to let go of what no longer serves you and allow something new to be born. And when you live that way, when you allow yourself to start anew every day, when you allow yourself to renew every day, you live a life of continuous transformation. You live a life of constant growth. You live a life of eternal renewal. So right now, I'm inviting you to embrace this new beginning. I'm inviting you to let the past die. I'm inviting you to allow something new to be born within you. I'm inviting you to renew yourself. I'm inviting you to start over. And so that you never miss this message of renewal, so that you never miss this promise of a new beginning, so that you never miss this opportunity to transform yourself, I want you to subscribe to the channel. Because here you will receive messages of renewal every day. Here, you will receive promises of a new beginning every day. Here, you will receive the opportunity to transform yourself every day. Subscribe to the channel now and receive daily messages of renewal and new beginnings that will completely transform your life. Now that you understand that a transformation is happening, now that you've embraced the new beginning, now that you've allowed yourself to renew, there's something very important you need to do. You need to prepare yourself to receive. Because it's no use me offering blessings if you're not prepared to receive them. It's no use me opening doors if you're not ready to enter. It's no use me pouring out abundance if you don't have space to receive it. So let me teach you how to prepare, how to open your heart, how to open your mind, how to open your soul to receive all that I have for you. The first thing you need to do is clear your mental space. You need to remove all the limiting beliefs you carry, all those voices that tell you that you're not good enough, all those voices that tell you that you don't deserve it, all those voices that tell you that you're too good to be true. You need to silence those voices. You need to replace those beliefs with beliefs of abundance. You need to start believing that you deserve it, that you are capable, that you are worthy. Because here is the truth. The blessings I have for you are already prepared. They are already waiting for you. But they cannot enter a space that is filled with doubt, fear, and disbelief. They need a clean space. They need an open space. They need a space that believes it deserves to receive them. The second thing you need to do is cleanse your heart. You need to remove all bitterness, all anger, all resentment. Because these negative emotions create blockages. They create barriers. They prevent blessings from flowing to you. So you need to forgive. You need to forgive those who have hurt you. You need to forgive yourself for the mistakes you have made. You need to let go of all bitterness. And let me tell you something important. Forgiving doesn't mean that what the person did was right. Forgiving doesn't mean you'll allow the person to continue hurting you. Forgiving means you're letting go of the emotional weight. You're freeing yourself from the prison of resentment. You're opening space in your heart for good things. The third thing you need to do is cleanse your energy. You need to get rid of everything that is toxic. Toxic in your relationships. Toxic in your thoughts. Toxic in your habits. Because when you are surrounded by toxicity, when you are living in toxicity, you cannot receive blessings. Blessings cannot enter a toxic environment. So you need to do a cleansing, a deep cleansing. You need to distance yourself from people who harm you. You need to stop doing things that harm you. You need to stop thinking things that harm you. You need to create a clean, pure, positive environment. The fourth thing you need to do is open your faith. You need to believe that blessings will come. You need to believe that you deserve them. You need to believe that it's possible. Because faith is what opens the door. Faith is what allows blessings to enter. Faith is what transforms the promise into reality. And let me tell you something very important. Faith is not something you feel. Faith is something you choose. You choose to believe even when you don't see. You choose to believe even when you are afraid. You choose to believe even when it seems impossible. And when you make that choice, when you truly believe, things begin to change. The fifth thing you need to do is take action. Because preparation isn't just mental and emotional. Preparation is also physical. You need to act as if the blessings are already arriving. You need to behave as if you are already prosperous. You need to speak as if you are already successful. You need to think as if you are already abundant. Because when you act this way, when you take action, when you behave as if the blessings are already here, you are sending a signal to the universe. You are saying that you believe. You are saying that you are ready. You are saying that you deserve it. The sixth thing you need to do is cultivate gratitude. You need to be grateful for what you already have, because gratitude is a magnet for more blessings. When you are grateful, when you acknowledge what you have already received, you are opening the door to receive more. You are saying that you appreciate. You are saying that you value. And when you do that, more things to appreciate and value come. The seventh thing you need to do is connect with me. You need to spend time in prayer. You need to spend time in meditation. You need to spend time in communion with me. Because when you are connected with me, when you are in communion with me, you are in tune with the source of all blessings. You are receiving guidance. You are receiving strength. You are receiving everything you need. So right now, I want you to pause. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to allow yourself to do this cleansing. I want you to allow yourself to prepare. Because when you do that, when you truly prepare, when you truly open your heart, your mind, and your soul, the blessings will begin to flow. Doors will begin to open. Abundance will begin to arrive. And it all begins with this preparation. This preparation that you are doing now. This openness that you are creating now. This disposition that you are developing now. Declare aloud now, I am ready to receive the blessings that God has for me. And feel the transformation begin within you. Let me be very clear with you right now. A lot of money is coming to you. It's not a possibility. It's not a maybe. It's not an if you do everything right. A lot of money is coming to you. Period. That's a statement. That's a promise. That's a prophetic declaration I'm making over your life right now. You know, there's a lie that's been circulating in the religious world for a long time. The lie that money is bad. The lie that being rich is a sin. The lie that you need to be poor to be spiritual. But let me tell you something perfectly clearly. That's a lie from hell. Because I never said money is bad. I never said wealth is a sin. I never said you need to suffer financially to be a good person. What I said is that the love of money is the root of all evil, not money itself. The love of money, the obsession with money, the idolatry of money. But having money, having financial abundance, having financial security, that's not a sin. That's a blessing. That's something I want for you. Because here's the truth. Money is energy. Money is power. Money is freedom. When you have money, you have the freedom to do the things you love. You have the freedom to help other people. You have the freedom to live the life you want to live. And I want you to have that freedom. So I am declaring it now. Much money will come to you. It will come in ways you don't expect. It will come from sources you can't imagine. It will come in quantities that will surprise you. Because I am a God of abundance, and I want you to live in abundance. But let me tell you something important. There are people who receive money and then lose everything. There are people who receive abundance and then return to poverty. Why? Because they haven't changed their mindset about money. They still believe they don't deserve it. They still believe it's too good to be true. They still believe they're going to lose everything. But you won't be like that. You're going to change your mindset. You're going to start believing that you deserve money. You're going to start believing that you are worthy of abundance. You're going to start believing that you can have a lot of money and be a good person. You're going to start believing that money is a blessing, not a curse. And when you change your mindset, when you truly believe you deserve it, when you truly believe it's possible, things will start to change. Opportunities will appear. Doors will open. Money will start flowing to you. Because here's the secret that few understand. Money follows belief. Money follows energy. Money follows those who believe they deserve it. So when you believe you deserve money, when you believe you are worthy of abundance, when you believe it's possible to have a lot of money, money starts to be attracted to you. And let me tell you something else. A lot of money will come to you, not just so you can live well. A lot of money will come so you can help other people. A lot of money will come so you can make a difference in the world. A lot of money will come so you can leave a legacy. Because when you have abundance, when you have more than enough, you can share, you can give, you can help. And when you do that, when you share your abundance, more abundance comes. Because generosity attracts more generosity. Giving attracts more giving. So right now, I am declaring with all the authority I possess, much money will come to you. It will come in ways you don't expect. It will come in quantities that will surprise you. It will come so that you can live well. It will come so that you can help others. It will come so that you can leave a legacy. And it all starts with you believing. You believing that you deserve it. You believing that it's possible. You believing that a lot of money will come to you. Comment below and declare, "Much money will come to me." And feel the energy of this affirmation transform your financial reality. Now, I want you to close your eyes and visualize with me. Visualize your life when you are living in complete prosperity. Visualize yourself waking up one morning and having no worries about money. Visualize yourself looking at your bank account and seeing numbers that bring you peace. Numbers that represent security. Numbers that represent freedom. Numbers that represent abundance. Imagine yourself going to work, but not because you have to. You go because you love what you do. You go because your work fulfills you. You go because you are making a difference. And when you receive your salary, when you receive your earnings, you don't feel relief. You feel gratitude. Because you already have more than enough. Imagine yourself at home, in a place you love, a place you chose because you loved it, not because it was the only one you could afford. A comfortable place, a beautiful place, a place that reflects who you truly are. And when you look around, you don't feel anxiety, you feel peace. You feel that you have arrived. Imagine yourself with your family, sharing a meal. A meal you chose because you wanted to, not because it was the cheapest. And when you look at the faces of the people you love, you see happiness. You see security. You see that they are not worried because you took care of them, because you have abundance to share. Visualize yourself helping someone in need. Visualize yourself seeing a person in difficulty and having the ability to help. Visualize yourself giving without counting. Visualize yourself being generous. Visualize yourself making a difference in someone's life. And when you do this, when you share your abundance, you feel a joy that money can't buy. Imagine yourself traveling to the places you've always dreamed of, traveling with the people you love, traveling without worrying about the cost, traveling because you want to experience the world. And when you're in a new place, when you're living a new experience, you feel alive, you feel free, you feel like you're truly living. Imagine yourself investing in yourself, investing in your education, investing in your growth, investing in your health, investing in your passions. And when you do that, when you invest in yourself, you become better, you become stronger, you become more capable. Visualize yourself sleeping soundly at night, sleeping without worry, sleeping knowing you are safe, knowing you have enough, knowing you are protected. And when you wake up with energy, you wake up with hope, you wake up ready to live another day of abundance. Visualize yourself looking to the future without fear. Visualize yourself seeing your children grow up safely. Visualize yourself seeing your grandchildren having opportunities. Visualize yourself leaving a legacy of abundance, a legacy of generosity, a legacy of love. Because this is the life I am creating for you. This is the reality I am manifesting. This is the prosperity I am pouring upon you. It's not a distant dream. It's not something that will take years to happen. It's starting now. It's manifesting now. This is your reality now. And when you visualize it, when you truly feel it, when you truly believe it's possible, you change. Your energy changes. Your vibration changes. Your attraction changes. And things begin to align. Opportunities begin to appear. Abundance begins to flow. So hold on to that visualization. Keep that image in your mind, because that is your life. That is your reality. That is the prosperity you deserve. Like this video if you envision a life of prosperity, financial security, and complete abundance. Do you know the difference between a promise that is kept and a promise that remains just a promise? Faith. Faith is the bridge. Faith is what transforms what I promised into what you receive. Because here's a spiritual truth that few understand. Everything in the spiritual universe works through faith. Everything you see in the physical world began in the spiritual world. And faith is what connects these two worlds. Faith is what brings the spiritual into the physical. So, when I promise you abundance, when I declare that much money will come, when I visualize your prosperity, all of that already exists in the spiritual world. It's already ready. It's already waiting for you. But for it to manifest in the physical world, for it to become your reality, you need faith. And let me tell you something very important. Faith is not a feeling. Faith is a choice. You choose to believe even when you don't see. You choose to believe even when it seems impossible. You choose to believe even when circumstances say otherwise. Because when you make that choice, when you truly believe, you change your vibration, you change your energy, you change your attraction. And when you change that, things start to align. Opportunities start to appear. Abundance starts to flow. So right now, I'm asking you for one thing. I'm asking you to have faith. Faith in me. Faith in the promise. Faith that abundance is coming. Faith that you deserve it. Faith that it's possible. Because when you have faith, when you truly believe, the promise becomes reality. The spiritual becomes physical. The abundance I promised manifests in your life. Declare now with faith, I believe that abundance is coming to me, and feel the bridge between promise and reality forming.